Okay, Taurus, let's jump into your reading. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages for Taurus, February 2022. You guys feel free to reach out for a one-on-one reading. All my info is below. Hope you guys are doing well. A lot of emphasis on like being the light in the world, not outsourcing your happiness to the government or the sunshine, for that matter, the weather. You know, if it's like a gloomy day, like, you be the sunshine, you be the light, you focus on happiness and fun and all that good stuff. And I think that's where like 99% of people got it twisted, is that they want to outsource their happiness on relationships and circumstances and money and all that. It's right here and right now. If you got to do a mantra where you repeat happy fun, like I do, because that's what I do. That's my mantra. I don't like to just exist in the nothingness typically, especially when I'm on camera. It's kind of a character acquired skill or trait to be able to do both, turn it on versus kind of, I call it like being empty. I think both strategies have their perk and their benefit, but the Buddhists would say that you don't exist, you're not the doer or the thinker, you're not the one doing the mantra. It's just a matter of, comfortability, I guess, and I guess that is contingent on the level of self-awareness or where you're at on your personal journey. So, let's see. Spirit of gratitude, your love, and the highest possible messages. Okay, then. Ten of Cups in the reverse. I'm just guessing what somebody viewing this, his reaction would be. You're like, okay, then, that was a lot. Ten of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse is... something's missing with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Tendency is to feel as though it's a partnership. It presumes that everything else is good, though, because it points to the Nine of Cups in the upright. Nine of Cups in the upright is like satisfaction, guaranteed. It's focusing on a job well done up until this point. Almost as if you could prefer the deal be sweetened in some way, shape, or form. The Seven of Wands in reverse is an openness and a vulnerability. Not having to do with work. Could be with moving. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Not to worry a situation. Having the discipline to not worry something coming to an end, because it will align you closer to your soul purpose. So be receptive and vulnerable to this incoming communication as well, with the Eight of Wands in the upright, Seven of Wands in the reverse. Don't shy away from opportunities. Granted, I feel as though there are certain specifications or requirements that you may have. Like, for example, if I'm apartment hunting and I want to move to Phoenix, one of those standards would be an in-unit washer-dryer. Are you going to let that stop you from actually making the move? That's up to your discernment, but that would be an example of, everything not being quite picture perfect, but still being open and vulnerable to certain offers that do come your way. It just depends on, another example is if something is like, slowly out of your price range, is that something that you want to work towards accomplishing eventually? You know what I'm saying? So something to keep in mind here, Taurus. As we speak to material things, that's your ruling second house. I might have an incoming call here, so if I do, I'm just going to put you on pause. The background is like switching colors and stuff, so I don't know what that means. I'm logged on to the websites that I read for. But in any event, Queen of Wands in the reverse does speak to a form of jealousy. Feel free to apply this if you're a cross watcher too, because we all have a second house which Taurus rules over. Materialisms, how you generate income. It could be that someone's kind of, their demons are aroused. I've heard them interpreted as. I've heard a similar message being interpreted as not aroused, but roused up, riled up. If you do have a knack for that kind of like internal happiness, meaning you've crossed the path of the lesson, the understanding that your happiness, your fun, your enjoyment of life comes from within you. It's not daddy government or mommy daddy or a relationship or anything like that that's going to do it for you. And so the fact that you are even sniffing or even close to this Ten of Cups might be stirring up some people's demons. The Empress in reverse is, as always, giving birth to something. Grand new opportunity, I would imagine. Something for stability's sake, as far as stable action, moving towards a particular goal, a predetermined destination here with this Three of Wands in the upright, new horizons. Okay, it could be setting sail, wanting to water and pour into and feed that tree, that seed. Okay. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages for Taurus. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Again, adding up to that Ten of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Cups in the reverse could be an emotional crutch, falling back into your own kind of creature comforts, set ways and patterns, not pushing the envelope. Maybe using your specifications. We gave an example of Ten of Cups is like a picture frame on a wall. Yes, this is in the reverse. It's in the upside down. But imagine there's a picture on a wall and it's like slightly askewed and crooked. Like that's what the Ten of Cups would be. It's like I can't enjoy it because it's not quite right. Having the patience to kind of remain, exist, float, endure this waiting for a specification to come in or become available, without totally scrapping a plan, as it were. So, having the internal discipline and the patience to be able to wait for what's meant for you and not wanting to rush a process as well could be the interpretation of this Strength card in the reverse. Let's see. Knowing that you do have a future, knowing that this isn't it. This is but a snapshot. You don't get too many sunsets. And when you start to kind of understand things in that manner, then you start to actually appreciate it in a whole new way. You don't take it for granted. So that's kind of thankfulness and gratitude frequencies, and those are very highest of highs type frequencies. Gratitude and thanks and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'm not saying that it speeds anything up, but you may be able to kind of lose track of time in a positive way. When you're not counting the clock, when you're not, nickel and diming yourself, essentially. So, Judgment card in the reverse, giving space and time to a particular situation. All right, letting the universe work its mojo, letting the universe work its magic. Okay. Let's see. Not like just accepting offers that come your way. I literally just rejected an offer because I'm not carrying 2 cases of water on my back. It's funny because I recorded a reading earlier and it came out as it. I I shouldn't say it, I should be more specific. The first card that came out in the reading that failed to record, maybe because Mercury's in retrograde, who knows. At the time of this recording, it's January 15th. Mercury in retrograde until 29th of January, but this again is for February, so you should be in the clear with positive forward movement energy of Mercury in Aquarius by the time you're watching this, hopefully. Early subscribers on Patreon to be able to gain access to this before February. The first card that came out in the failed recording that failed to record, I recorded like a 13-minute reading for you, Taurus, or Crosswatcher, second house. And as soon as I hit stop, it's a failed to record. So probably retrograde Mercury, technological malfunctions. But point being is that in that first reading, I literally gave you an example of having to reject one of these kind of deliveries that I do for Uber Eats, where they ask you to shop for them. And it coincided with the Ten of Wands that came out for you in that failed recording reading that I'm not able to upload or use because it didn't record. But the Ten of Wands in the upright is like not having to do those hard acts anymore, not having to do, the working harder instead of smarter anymore, utilizing your experience in your favor. And it's so funny because I rejected that call. And it's like the same person, I believe, the person's name was like Kiki or something. The exact same person put in like another delivery for 2 cases of water. And I think I rejected it. Well, I did reject it as well. Very funny, very interesting that happened. The universe works in mysterious ways. So I think it's constantly kind of winking at us, giving us an eye wink, telling you it's got you, don't worry. Things like that. But interpretation like that requires you to kind of be almost fun and playful as well. I think that the universe is very fun and playful. If we want to anthropomorphize it and give it some characteristics, it could be somewhat of a jokester, prankster. All in good fun, though. I think it's a reminder to, like, have fun in your own kind of healthy variation of it, or a healthy version of it. Not to be so on the grindstone with the Ten of Wands in the upright. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? One last card for Taurus. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave it there because this is the second reading that I did for you. If you want something else, feel free to reach out for a one-on-one reading. Love you guys. Holla at your boy. Peace.